Okay, so today we are going to start with this chapter number 8, that is journal proper. You can keep your notebooks ready so that you can scribble the important points. Now, this chapter, journal proper, is basically part of subsidiary books. Now, what are subsidiary books? So, initially, when we started our journey of accounts, we started with recording of transactions, and we recorded all the transactions in the form of journal. We started all recording of all transactions as journal entries, but we all know that there are lots of limitation of recording all the transaction as journal entries, because journal entries are recorded date-wise, chronological, and are to be recorded together in a sequence in a book or in books of accounts. So there was limitation, like division was not possible. Okay, getting information was not so easy. You cannot get the cash balance and the bank balance. So what we did is we divided the transactions into various categories and made a separate book for it known as subsidiary books. So subsidiary books are basically separate books where we keep each book for recording a particular type of transaction. So what all we have seen so far is purchase book. Please write all this. This is very important. That is for credit purchase of goods. Okay, so in purchase return book, we record credit transactions of purchase return of goods. Then third subsidiary book is sales book, where we record credit sale of goods. Fourth, sales return book, where we record credit sales return of goods. So goods, what we have sold on credit, we are getting it back. Fifth, bill receivable book. It is for bill receivable. Received. Sixth is bills payable book. This is for bill payable accepted, यानी हमने साइन करके दिया कि we will pay after so and so duration. So that is bills payable book. We record only bills payable accepted. Then we have cash book to record all cash bank transactions. Then we have petty cash book to record petty cash transaction. Then we have ninth one. What we are going to do is journal proper. Now in journal proper, what we are going to record. Okay, so first of all, we know that what all does not come in any of the books above will be recorded in journal proper. But what specific. Okay, so but what specifically comes in journal proper is what we are going to see. Because of connection issue, the previous whiteboard got removed. So I'm writing once again. So in this chapter of journal proper, what exactly we are going to record. So this is how you can remember. We will be recording opening entries. As you know, opening entries है तो next आ जाएगा closing entries. Then transfer entries. Now what is transfer entries? Transfer entries are drawings is basically reduction of capital. So what all amount of drawings is there? We transfer it to our capital account. Okay, so transfer entries are there. Then adjustment entries, very important. So at the year end, we have to pass some adjustment entries for accruals outstanding. So that is adjustment entries. We'll see when we go to the examples. Then rectification entries. Now there is a chapter on this. Rectification entries means अगर हमने कुछ गलत किया, if we have recorded something wrong, then how do we rectify that? So we pass rectification entries which will be recorded in journal proper. And then sixth, which does not come anywhere. So entries or transactions not included in any other subsidiary books. So transactions not included in any other subsidiary books. So there are basically 6 types of entries we are going to record in journal proper. Please note this. Now see, like journal proper is also known as, you remember this name, general journal. Now, general journal, यानी it's a general book. Okay, so instead of journal proper, it is also called general journal. In some of the textbook, it is used this name, general journal. Now, journal proper is basically same format as journal entry. So there is no new format over here which you have to learn. Here we will be recording all these opening, closing, transfer, adjustment, rectification and other entries in a journal entry format only. So make journal entry format and let's go to illustration 1. Now, illustration 1. Yuvraj does not maintain separate subsidiary books for bill receivable, bills payable, purchase return, sales return. So now he is not making separate subsidiary books. So all such transactions, you will be recording it in journal proper. So past entries of the following transactions in journal proper. So Let's write the heading journal entries or journal proper of Sri Yuvraj. We'll use journal proper of Sri Yuvraj. Now, date is not given, so first, a bill of 8,000 drawn on debtor Mayur for collection of dues from him which he accepted and returned to us. So हमारा जो debtor है मयूर, debtor यानी the person to whom we have sold goods on credit. So we sold goods to him. Now we made a bill for him, and then with this piece of paper we went to Mayur. Mayur accepted, he signed the bill and returned it to us. So for us, what comes in? Bill comes in. So bill receivable account debit 8,000. Who is the giver? Mayur is the giver. So Mayur account credit 8,000. Narrations you write when you do this as homework so that we can cover up more transactions in the lecture. Any doubt over here? All of you understood? हमारे पास बिल आ गया, किसने दिया बिल? मयूर ने. Bill comes in, so bill receivable account debit. Who is the giver? Mayur is the giver. Second, we accepted a bill of 5,000 drawn by Ketan. Now Ketan has drawn a bill of rupees 5,000 against his debt of 7,000, which we accepted and returned to him. Now we are giving a bill which we have signed, we have accepted to Ketan. So Ketan is the receiver of this bill, and for us bill goes out, so bills payable account credit. Or we can also say this way, a liability has arisen in our book, so we credit bills payable account. So second, हमने साइन किया है और साइन करके we return this bill to Ketan. So Ketan account debit amount is 5,000 to bill goes out, bills payable account. Bills payable is also a personal account, but for the sake of making entries, we treat this as a real account. Okay, it's a real as well as personal account, but for the sake of making entry, we treat this as a real account, comes in, goes out. Next.
सर
क्या?
सर सेकंड में वो 7,000 भी दिया है.
हाँ तो दिया है तो देने देना. 7,000 रुपए we had to pay, but we accepted a bill of only rupees 5,000. Here it is not said that account is settled. Okay?
Okay.
You don't have to do anything for 7,000. It's not a discount. वो 2,000 रुपए वो लेके रहेगा हमसे. Okay? Understood this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, next one. Third, a bill accepted by Mayur was dishonored on maturity date. तो ये जो बिल हमें मिला था वो बिल लेके मेच्योरिटी डेट पे हम मयूर के पास गए कि ये देखो बिल, पैसा दो मुझे, पर क्या हो गया, मयूर ने ये बिल कर दिया डिसऑनर. तो अब हम क्या करेंगे? अब हम इस एंट्री को रिवर्स कर देंगे, क्योंकि ये जो बिल हमें मिला, अब वो बिल के सामने हमें कोई पैसा मिलने वाला नहीं है, वो डिसऑनर हो गया। एंड मयूर वंस अगेन बिकेम आवर डेटर, मयूर फिर से हमारा डेटर बन गया। सो लेट्स राइट द एंट्री। Third, we reverse the entry Mayur account debit 8,000 to bills receivable account 8,000. Now, in case of any
સર
हाँ,
સર આ થર્ડ ફરી એકવાર સમજાવો ને, આ ખબર ના પડી. બિલ રિસીવેબલ ક્રેડિટમાં કેમ આવે?
इनके bill dishonor થઈ ગયું. So anytime when there is a dishonor, so you have to reverse the previous entry what you had passed. So bill receivable to Mayur. Now this bill what you have, जिसको तुमने डेबिट किया, जिसके सामने तुम्हें पैसा मिलने वाला था, वो डिसऑनर हो गया, तो अब वो तुम्हारा असेट रहा नहीं। तो जितने से डेबिट किया उतने से तुम्हें इसको करना पड़ेगा क्रेडिट। एंड मयूर, जिसको हमने क्रेडिट किया था कि उसने पैसों के बदले बिल दे दिया, अब हम वापस उससे पैसा मांगेंगे, सो वापस मयूर बन जाएगा हमारा डेटर। दैट इज व्हाई मयूर विल बी डेबिटेड। इज दिस क्लियर नाउ?
Yes, yes sir.
Okay. Now, fourth one, return goods of 4,000 to Chetan. These goods were purchased before 10 days on 3 months credit. So we are returning goods to Chetan. So Chetan account debit 4,000 to, we return goods, so purchase return 4,000. Underline it, I mean close it. Next, Pranav return goods of 2,000 which we have sold on 2 months credit, which we have sold on 2 months credit. So Pranav is returning goods to us, goods comes in, sales return, account debit 2,000 to Pranav account. Pranav is the giver, credit the giver 2,000. All transactions done, do the totals, double underline, $27,000. Make format for the next sum. Illustration 2. Record the following in journal proper of Sri Amarnath. Now, this chapter, journal proper, is also a revision of journal entry. Okay, because here we are going to do journal entry only. Now, 2014 October 1 gave goods of 1,500 in charity. So 2014 October 1 gave goods of rupees 1,500 in charity. So charity expense or charity account debit 1500. Now these goods we have given out of goods what we have purchased, so we credit to purchase account. Narrations are very simple. You
સર આમાં ડોનેશન અકાઉન્ટ ચાલે?
challenge. That's okay.
Okay.
Absolutely. You can write donation also, but in the textbook, in the transaction, charity is used. So I'm using charity account. Okay. ચાલે પણ જે ટ્રાન્ઝેક્શનમાં નેમ આપ્યું છે, it's better you write that name only.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now, distributed goods of 3000. Acha, Titi, if transaction was like this, that gave goods of rupees 1500 to drought relief fund or something like that, then you can use either charity or donation. But here, because in the transaction the word charity is used, we are using the word charity. Okay. Preferably you use that. Depends on the transaction. Now, distributed goods of rupees 3000 as a free sample. So goods are going out, and what benefit we are receiving? It's our advertisement. So advertisement expense account debit 3000 to purchase account. Out of what we had purchased, we wanted to promote it, so we gave goods of 3000 as free samples. पर हमारा तो खर्चा हो रहा है, हमारा goods goes out. So we have to record this as advertisement expense. Third, took goods of rupees 2500 from the business for personal use. We took goods of rupees 2500 from the business for personal use. So owner is taking these goods. So drawings account debit. Owner is the receiver. 2500. Again, out of goods what we have purchased, so purchased account 2500. Next, now fourth one, ध्यान देना please. A bill of 4000 accepted by Priyanka. So Priyanka had accepted, was dishonored on maturity date. We are Amarnath. हमारा bill Priyanka ने accept जब किया था, entry was bill receivable comes in to Priyanka account credit. Now this is dishonor, so we have to reverse our bill receivable. So Priyanka account debit.
સર પ્રિયંકાએ બિલ એક્સેપ્ટ કર્યું તો આપણું તો બિલ પેએબલ થાય ને?
આપણે એક્સેપ્ટ કરીએ ને તો આપણી માટે બિલ્સ પેએબલ થાય. હું સાઇન કરું ને કે યસ આઈ વિલ પે ધ મની, તો ઇટ becomes a bills payable for me. But if you are signing a bill and you are accepting, so for me it is bill receivable. Understood?
Yes.
No, you have not understood.
Sir, but a bill of 4000 accepted by Priyanka. તો સર આપણા માટે તો bills payable ના થયું?
એટલે એને સાઇન કરી અને હું એને રૂપિયા આપીશ કે જે સાઇન કરશે એ રૂપિયા આપશે. ચેકમાં જે સાઇન કરે એ રૂપિયા આપે,
હા.
તો પછી બિલ જે સાઇન કરે એ જ રૂપિયા આપે ને. તો
હા.
આપણને રૂપિયા આપશે એવું કમિટમેન્ટ આપે છે. ઓકે, પ્રિયંકા is giving us a commitment that she will pay on maturity date. So when the moment she signed that bill, for us it becomes what? Bill received.
Okay, okay.
But now what is happening? प्रियंका ने दे दिया धोखा और क्या हो गया? बिल हो गया डिसऑनर. अब क्या एंट्री आ जाएगा? We have to reverse the entry. So bill receivable जो था, that is useless now. So it's just like bill goes out, bill receivable account credit. and Priyanka once again becomes our debtor. So Priyanka account debit. Understood this?
Yes, sir.
So प्रियंका अकाउंट डेबिट. तुम ऐसे याद रखना कि जो चेक साइन करेगा वो पैसा देगा. अगर मैं साइन करूंगा तो मैं पैसा दूंगा, अगर तुमने साइन किया तो तुम्हें मुझे पैसा देना पड़ेगा. इज दिस क्लियर नाउ हाउ टू रिमेंबर?
Yes.
Accepted means sign. Okay, so connect it with the check so there will be no confusion. So 4,000 rupees to bill receivable account. $4,000. Now, fifth one. A bill, an amount of 3,500 receivable from Naresh cannot be collected from him. Now we are not able to collect this amount from Naresh. So this becomes our bad debts. So write the entry bad debts account debit. Amount is 3,500 to Naresh account. 3,500. रिसीवेबल था बट नाउ नरेश से हम वो पैसा कलेक्ट नहीं कर पाएंगे तो हमारे लिए हो गया बैड डेट. नाउ a bill of rupees 2,000 endorsed in favor of Pankaj against debt of 2050. So against the debt of 2050, we endorsed a bill of rupees 2050. So here it is not mentioned that the account is settled, but because the difference is very minuscule, very less, here we are assuming that 50 rupees is the discount. So account is settled. You can write over there in pencil settled so that you know that ये account settle हो गया है because textbook is silent. But in the solution of this illustration, it is considered settled. Right, settled. तो settle कर दिया. Now हमने एक बिल पंकज को दिया. So Pankaj is the receiver, debit the receiver. Sixth one, Pankaj account debit. Itna amount we had to settle 2050, 2052. Bill receivable goes out. We are giving the bill to Pankaj. So bill receivable goes out of rupees 2,000 and to discount received or allowance account 50. We have done such sums when we did trade discount and cash discount. Account settled. We have also done such transactions in cash book. Now, seventh one, you all know goods of 5,000 were distributed. Yeah,
रिसीवेबल नहीं पता चला. रिसीवेबल कैसे आएगा? बिल्स रिसीवेबल.
अरे a bill of 2,000 endorsed in favor of Pankaj. तो तू पंकज को एक बिल दे रहा है तो तू कौन सा बिल देगा जो तेरे पास ऑलरेडी है. तो तुम्हारे पास साइन किया हुआ कौन सा बिल है? दैट इज बिल रिसीवेबल. अंडरस्टूड दिस? मैं एंडोर्स कब कर सकता हूँ शुभांकर? जब मेरे हाथ में वो बिल है. तो मेरे हाथ में कोई बिल कब आएगा? जब किसी और ने साइन करके मुझे दिया है तो वो मेरा बिल रिसीवेबल है.
ओके ओके.
गॉट इट?
यस.
ओके सो अ बिल इज एंडोर्स यानी हमने किसी को दिया तो इट्स जस्ट लाइक चेक किसी को मैंने दिया वैसे मैंने बिल दिया तो मैंने ये एंडोर्स किया इट्स मीन किसी ने मुझे दिया था मैंने अब ये किसी और को पास ऑन किया अंडरस्टूड दिस
Yes.
Okay. Now, 7. Goods of 5,000 were destroyed by fire for which insurance company accepted a claim of rupees 4,000. So, seventh one, you all know insurance company account debit 4,000, lost by fire account debit 1,000 and goods are destroyed so टू परचेज अकाउंट जो खरीदा था उसमें से ही डिस्ट्रॉय हुआ 5,000 नेक्स्ट एट वन purchase of furniture of 8,000 against the goods costing 7,000. So here we will take the approach where we will be conservative यानी यहाँ पे हमने फर्नीचर 8,000 का खरीदा पर हमारे जो गुड्स थे वो 7,000 के ही गए तो we will consider that furniture what we have purchased is of 7,000. So 8 furniture comes in furniture account debit to purchase account 7,000 close it do the totals 28,550 totals. Now we will be doing question number 7 on page 199. Although the sum is already there in my recorded video lecture, but it's a typical sum, so I'm covering it once again in my live session right now. So make format for question number 7. Mark this sum important for exam. Question number 7, page number 199. Record the following transactions in the journal proper of Sri Ekta. So write the heading, journal proper of Sri Ekta, 2014 March 1. Brought furniture of 7,000, goods of 15,000 and machinery of 20,000 to start the business. So this is the first entry we are passing in our books of accounts because we are starting the business. This March 1 entry is our opening entry. So journal proper में when we had written opening entry, closing entry, adjustment entry, rectification entry, transfer entry and others. So this type of entry is our opening entry. So 2014 March 1 furniture account debit, goods account debit, machinery account debit, 2 capital account credit. So let's write the entry. Furniture account debit, amount is 7,000. stock of goods account debit 15,000, machinery account debit 20,000 to capital account. 20 and 15, 35 and 7, 42,000. Second, scientific calculator of 2000 and cellular phone, mobile phone or cell phone of 25,000 purchased from Kamlesh Traders. Now calculator जो हमने purchase किया is our stationery expense. So second, stationery expense account debit. Now you may ask this question to me, कि sir, why are we not writing calculator account debit? वो भी एक हमारा asset है, पर हम ऐसा नहीं लिख रहे हैं because एक accounting principle है जिसको हम कहते हैं materiality. जब तुम अकाउंट्स पार्ट 2 पढ़ोगे तब अकाउंटिंग कंसेप्ट में ये कंसेप्ट आएगा, तब मैं इसको डिटेल में एक्सप्लेन करूंगा. तो as per that concept, because the amount is so small, we don't consider it as our asset, we consider it as our expense. So right now ऐसा ध्यान रखना कि calculator is our stationery expense. So we use the account stationery expense account. Just a minute. So stationery expense account debit 2000. Then cellular phone account debit 25,000 to Kamlesh Traders account 27,000.
સર પણ આ તો હવે આમાં જર્નલ પ્રોપરમાં એવું પૂછે કે ખાલી જર્નલ પ્રોપર્સમાં લખાય એવી જ એન્ટ્રી લખવાની, તો આ તો ના લખાય ને?
એમાં લખાય ને, કેમ ના લખાય? આ પરચેસ બુકમાં
સર
થોડી
આ તો સબસિડરી બુકમાં આવી જાય ને? પણ
કેવી રીતે? કઈ સબસિડરી બુકમાં આવે તિથિયા?
સર સેલફોનનો પરચેસ કર્યો કમલેશ ટ્રેડરમાંથી, તો એવું ક્યાં આપેલું છે કે આપણે પેમેન્ટ કરી લીધી?
હા, તો નથી જ કર્યું ને, એટલે ક્રેડિટ ટ્રાન્ઝેક્શન છે. બટ ઇઝ સેલ ફોન અવર ગુડ્સ?
નો.
Then how can we record it in purchase book?
ઓકે.
Oh, okay. Okay. Chal.
સોરી સર.
No, no worries, no worries. Okay, now third, fan of rupees 2,500 purchase for household use by giving goods of rupees 3,000. यानी 3,000 के गुड्स हमने दिए और हमने फैन परचेज किया 2,500 का. सो हमारे लिए तो 3,000 के गुड्स गोज आउट. It is for household. So drawings. Third, drawings account debit to purchase account 3,000. Now drew a bill. प्लीज ध्यान देना जिनको बिल्स ऑफ एक्सचेंज और बिल रिसीवेबल पेएबल में कंफ्यूजन होता है. Drew a bill of 8,000 on Namrata which he accepted and returned. So Namrata ने हमें रिटर्न किया बिल, हमने हमें नम्रता ने साइन करके बिल हमें रिटर्न किया, so for us bill comes in. So bill receivable account debit, bill is of rupees 8,000. Who is the giver of bill? Namrata, 8,000. Now, fifth one, bill of Namrata endorsed to Yesha against her debt of 8040. Here also, because the bill is of 8,000 against a debt of 8050, so here it is assumed that 50 is the discount and the account is settled. You can write over there settled. So bill endorse किया येशा को, so येशा is the receiver. Fifth, कितना अमाउंट से उसका अकाउंट सेटल किया? 8,050 टू बिल रिसीवेबल अकाउंट. कौन सा बिल दिया उसको? जो हमें नम्रता से मिला था 8,000 का, एंड टू डिस्काउंट रिसीव्ड अकाउंट 50. Sixth one, a bill of 6,000 drawn by Bharat. Please ध्यान देना, drawn by Bharat, accepted by us. Underline accepted by us. हमने sign किया, so we are committing that we will pay in future. So it is bill payable for us. We return to him. So bill goes to Bharat. Bharat is the receiver. Debit the receiver. So Bharat account debit. Bill is of 6,000. Bill we have accepted and returned. So bill goes out to bill's payable account. 6,000. Any doubt, anyone? Okay.
No.
Okay. Now, 7. Now you all can do these transactions. They are very simple. You have done them before so many times. Goods of 8,000 were stolen away from the godown, for which insurance company accepted a claim of 75% of the amount. So 8,000 के goods गए और उसके सामने हमें इंश्योरेंस कंपनी से क्लेम एक्सेप्ट, हमारा क्लेम एक्सेप्ट हो गया for 75%. So 8,000 का 75% is 6,000. So 7, insurance company account debit 6,000. लॉस, कैसे लॉस हुआ? चोरी से, stolen, loss by theft account debit 2,000. 2, goods goes out of purchases to purchase account 8,000. Eight is an interesting one. Amount of 8,000 is receivable from Nirav and 8,200 is payable to Nalin. The account of Nalin was settled by Nirav accepting to pay 8,000. Now let's understand this. Now we had to receive 8,000 from Nirav. So Nirav को मुझे देना था 8,000. Nirav is in Ahmedabad. I had to pay 8,200 to Nalin. Nalin is also in Ahmedabad. So I talked to Nalin that 8,000 rupees जो मुझे नीरव से लेना है वो मैं नीरव को बोलता हूं कि तुम्हें दे दे और हमारा अकाउंट सेटल कर दो, यानी 8,200 के बदले अब तुम 8,000 एक्सेप्ट कर लो, यानी 200 रुपए मुझे डिस्काउंट दे दो. नाउ this person Nalin accepted that, okay, let me take 8,000 from Nirav. So for us, cash is not coming in our hand. We have to pass a book entry. So receivable from Nirav था, वो हमें किसको पे करना था? नलिन. नलिन को कितना पे करना था? 8,200. So नलिन को अब पैसा मिलेगा from Nirav. So Nalin is the receiver. Debit the receiver. Nalin account debit. उसका अकाउंट हमारे बुक्स में 8,200 हमें उसको देना था, तो अब 8,200 डेबिट करेंगे. सेटल हो गया. We had to pay 8,200 to Nalin, which now will be paid by Nirav. So to Nirav is the giver. Nirav account credit 8,000. So debit the receiver, credit the giver, and to discount received. He received a discount of 200. Read the transaction once again and see if you have any doubt. समझ में आया सबको? Such transactions are also known as on behalf. तो इसमें तुम्हें एंट्री कैसे बनाना है? You have to see कि पैसा किसको मिल रहा है. फाइनली पैसा मिल रहा है नलिन को, तो नलिन इज द रिसीवर. डेबिट द रिसीवर. पैसा कौन दे रहा है? तो नीरव दे रहा है, तो नीरव इज द गिवर. क्रेडिट द गिवर. सो नीरव जो रिसीवेबल था, जो हमारा डेबिट बैलेंस था, उसको क्रेडिट कर दिया. नलिन उसको पे करना था, उसका क्रेडिट बैलेंस था, तो उसको डेबिट कर दिया. अगर ये क्रेडिट डेबिट डेबिट क्रेडिट में कंफ्यूजन होता है तो ऐसा याद रखना कि पैसा किसको मिल रहा है. तो पैसा नीरव दे रहा है नलिन को, तो नलिन इज द रिसीवर. डेबिट द रिसीवर. नीरव इज द गिवर. Credit the giver. Got it? Any doubt in this?
No, sir.
Okay. Should I proceed now? Now. Ninth one. Cash received from Rajendra for bad debts recovered 2,000. Cash received. So ninth, cash comes in. कैश अकाउंट डेबिट. नॉर्मली ये कैश बुक में जाएगा, पर यहाँ पे डायरेक्टली इट इज रिटन दैट यू मेक जर्नल प्रॉपर ऑफ एकता, सो इट इज एज्यूम दैट कैश बुक इज नॉट प्रिपेयर्ड. ओके. कैश अकाउंट डेबिट 2,000 to bad debts recovered account. Bad debts recovery account 2,000. Tenth is important. Accrual है, outstanding है. Now 10th में थोड़ा ध्यान दो प्लीज. 300 is payable to Manoj for interest. Now कोई हमारे पास से इंटरेस्ट मांग रहा है, इट मींस हमने उसका पैसा यूज कर लिया, तो अब हमें उसको ब्याज इंटरेस्ट देना पड़ेगा. तो पेएबल है, पे नहीं किया है, पर अब पे करना ही पड़ेगा, आज नहीं तो इन फ्यूचर. तो जैसे ही जैसे कि फॉर एग्जाम्पल तुम एक घर पे रह रहे हो, महीना खत्म हो गया पर तुमने भाड़ा दिया नहीं, तो भाड़ा तो देना ही पड़ेगा बिकॉज यू हैव यूज्ड द प्रॉपर्टी। तो तुम्हारे लिए खर्चा तो हो गया पर अभी तक पैसा दिया है नहीं। सो पेएबल टू मनोज फॉर इंटरेस्ट, तो इंटरेस्ट एक्सपेंस इनकर्ड। 10 interest expense incurred, so interest account debit, amount is 300. Now we are not paying by cash, we have to pay, it is payable, so we can write to outstanding interest account. You can also use to payable interest account, but you will not write the name Manoj. It is a representative personal account. Representative personal account means this amount of 300 is our liability towards a person, but we are not writing the name of the person. So we are using outstanding interest account which represent a person. Hence it is a representative personal account. What we learned when we did types of accounts. So expense is incurred, खर्चा हो गया पर अभी तक पे किया नहीं है तो पे करना है, तो ये हमारा आउटस्टैंडिंग है. We have to pay this in future. Got it, all of you? Understood this? Okay. Do the total. One one two five five zero. Let's check. Yes, that's right. Tally होना चाहिए. 1,12,550 is not your asset, not your liability, not your expense, not your income. This amount, 1,12,550, has no importance except that we have to ensure that debit should be equal to credit. It is just for checking a debit side or credit side two effects proper दिया है कि नहीं. So this must always tally. The amount carries no significance except that it is used to ensure arithmetic accuracy. Now, in your homework, I have given you question 4, 5, 6 and 7. Now 7 as you have already done, you still do it once again. It's an important sum for exam. Question number 4 is for opening entry. The way we did over here, this entry. Okay, it's just a one entry sum and then you do 5, 6 and then 7. Tomorrow we will be doing question number 8 and question number 9. So tomorrow we will be seeing the closing entries and the rectification and adjustment entries.